Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 9th of November 2022 at approximately 12:30 in the afternoon here in the UK. And, well, it's time for some DayZ. So I've been away. I haven't physically been away. I've been away from DayZ for far too long. Of course, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 came out a couple of weeks ago. I've been spending an awful lot of time enjoying that absolutely fantastic Call of Duty. And if you're into Call of Duty, then I'd highly recommend it. And Call of Duty is where this channel kind of started back in the day when I would record. What's this? That augers. Got all the wheels on it, hasn't it? So it got in the boot. Yeah, I used to record Call of Duty videos using a video camera pointing at a television and recorded stuff. But as you know, the heart of the channel now, though, is definitely we need to sort ourselves out, don't we? Is DayZ, and I love DayZ. You know, best game of all time. I'm not sure. Is it the best game of all time? Top 3, definitely. I think probably you'd have PUBG, Battlefield 1, and DayZ in that top 3. I think you can't really have Call of Duty. I couldn't really put Call of Duty in the top 3 because they change, you know, every year, don't they? Which is which makes it difficult. You know, when you get a really good Call of Duty, it's great for a long period of time. Hello, what have we got? Right, you two stay in here while I go and sort out my wounds. God, I got cut really quick, didn't I, by those zombies? Have I got any clean rags, is the question. Oh, I don't think they're disinfected. Oh well, we will have to take the risk. Because we are bleeding to death right now. Hello, what's that down there? I think I've just seen something really funny that I need to sort out. Berserk Penny in the YouTube chat. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh wow, I think I may have made a mistake with my XML files on this server. So I'm playing on my own PvE server, and this Bison has got a starlight scope on by the look of it, which shouldn't be the way it is. Yeah, it's got the night-based scope for. Oh, that's not right. I mean, it's nice that it's got it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it shouldn't spawn with that, right? So I'm gonna have to go and check that, make sure that isn't something that's happening. Plus, it doesn't have a magazine on it, and it's not. Yeah, it's a Bison, isn't it? So let's take the night vision scope off. Let's drop the Bison. Let's pick up my bat again. So we're down to red blood. Damn. Now this bag doesn't belong here. This is kind of telling me that someone's been here. Someone's been here, I think. You wouldn't normally get that sort of bag here. So what else have we got here? We've got some fresh trousers by the look of it. Are they in pristine condition? How are my jeans doing? They look alright to me. They look pristine. My gloves look a bit ropey though. They're badly damaged. Okay, so we need to think about repairing my gloves at some point or finding some new ones. A bit of a challenge. But we got a PU scope there. Have we got... Right, I'll tell you what I need to do. Instead of just rambling on, let's get 545 by 39. Yes, please. We'll grab some of that. Anything else? Any of the lockers? I always forget about these lockers when I'm wandering along. Nothing else. So let's do a quick inventory check. So what have we got? So clothing-wise, our raincoat is now badly damaged, which is a bit disappointing. Our jeans are okay. Jumpsuit pants are okay. Our backpack is worn. Our helmet is pristine. Our axe is pristine. Our shovel is pristine. Ski mask is pristine. Gloves are going to need replacing pretty soon. Shoes are pristine but damp. We've got a battery for the starlight scope, so we might as well put that on it. And then we can put that away. We've got a torch that's got a battery in as well, but the battery's almost flat. We've got some, this looks like unknown food can here, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Unknown food can, which is badly damaged. What we can do, let's open that. We're going to eat a little bit of that. We've got, this is full of water, so that's cool. So we've got loads and loads and loads of water. Is that another torch? We've got some rope. We could go fishing then. We've got a whetstone to sharpen our knives. We've got a couple of machetes. We've got some netting, so we could make a fish trap, couldn't we, if we needed to? We have one bandage there. And what else have we got? We've got some 380. This looks like 762, is it? Oh no, 545 by 39. We've got some mummy gloves. Got some nails. What's this? Got some 9 by 19 for some reason. Got some 357. 762 by 54. But gun-wise, we not got a gun yet. We haven't got a gun. Interesting. Okay. The thing I'm most worried about is my health with that red blood. We need to be very careful. If we run into zombies and don't be careful. So, with unknown food, you probably know this already, but you know, as long as you just eat a little bit at a time, you're normally all right. You just don't want to be scoffing on it. Right, what have we got on our quick wheel? We've got the axe. Okay, so we could do some stuff with this, couldn't we? So let's put the sickle there. Let's put the, we got another machete there. Oh no, that was the same one. Got the shovel. Let's put that there. So we've got plenty of melee weapons. Let's have a quick drink, shall we? I hope this is water. If it's fuel, we're going to be a little bit embarrassed. We'll drink until we're full. It's a shame we haven't got a gun, though. At least we could go hunting. Okay. Let's put that away. So we need to think about grabbing some... Where's my bat as well? We want to use the bats. Where's my bat gone? There it is. A Tegan bat. So we really want to think about cutting some stuff up as well, don't we? So let's start making some bandages because we're a bit low. I might take that PU scope as well if we find something like a Mosin or SKS that could come in handy, couldn't it? So we've got those. Let's put those in our hand. Backpack is pretty full now, though. Let's combine that with that. Put them on the quick wheel. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's see if any more zombies have spawned. Okay, we know we've got zombies in those things. I'm sure I came off the road to come here. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's a wall here, isn't there? This is the problem, isn't it? Where you don't have a compass or a map, and you come back to a character, you kind of forget. Oh, here is zombie. You forget where you are and where you were going, or I do anyway. I forget where I was and where I was going. Right, we can't jump over this because it's got barbed wire. And I'm on Livonia. So back to what I was talking about before those zombies rudely interrupted us. So Call of Duty is a very important part of this channel, and a Call of Duty release is a really important time because it enables me to create lots of new content. Really enjoy playing the Call of Duty because I'm kind of the. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is nice. We've got a nice field vest here. How's my field vest looking? It's worn. How's that one? Pristine. So let's drop that one. Let's put that one on. How about this backpack? That's pristine. And this is worn. So let's get rid of that combat backpack. Let's put that one on. Let's pick all this stuff up. There we go. Tell you what we could do as well. We can put that onto there, can't we? Well, yes, please. So we got a bit, yeah, we've got a bit more space now in the combat back, haven't we? Yeah, and I think a good Call of Duty, I think, is an excellent arcade shooter experience. You know, it's the reason why we play video games. I think, probably one of the reasons why we started playing video games. It's a good Call of. Bugger off! Didn't hear him coming. I think I need to turn up the volume so we can hear some of these. Woo. Yeah, a good Call of Duty is one of the reasons why, you know, lots of us got into video games, and it's a shame that it has been pretty inconsistent, hasn't it, Call of Duty over the last few years, especially last year with Vanguard, not an enjoyable experience. We are attracting a lot of zombies, aren't we, at the moment? But I love playing a good Call of Duty. SG5K mag, yeah, we'll have that just in case we come across one. And this one, Modern Warfare 2 2022, is... Oh, here we go, we've got some new gloves, so let's bin those. Let's put those on. It's a good Call of Duty. Very, very enjoyable to play. Some more rope, we don't need that. Actually, can we put a belt on? Tie belt, there we go. Stops our trousers falling down, doesn't it? And yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. And whenever a new Call of Duty or any new game comes out that I enjoy, I often... Oh, I've got to put that on. There we go. I make lots of content about it, and I get caught in this... I mean, trap is the wrong word, but I think, okay, I'm playing the game and I think, oh, that... Whoop. Seems like there's a little bit desync at the moment. Let's go a bit stealthy. Yeah, look, I'm red health now. Did these guys have anything on them? He's got a nice big backpack, hasn't he? But should we take the big backpack? Not particularly big fond of huge backpacks, but we could probably do with the storage capacity at the moment. It starts to rain. Right, we need to be very careful now because there's a good chance we're going to get ill with this bad weather if we get cold or anything like that. And our rain jacket is going to struggle. Going to get cold. Okay, let's head up to where I think the road was. And, so yeah, so anyway, these zombies keep getting in the way of my chat. I've made an awful lot of Call of Duty Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 content. Thoroughly enjoyed doing it. Just kind of uploaded my last major piece of content, which was on hardpoint rotations. So that is done, and I'm free to now concentrate back on DayZ and the other videos I normally make, other games I normally make videos about. So need to get back and do some videos about Armour Reforger and things like that. So normal service will be resumed, but I guess if you've come to the channel because of DayZ, because of Call of Duty, then you might be thinking, what is this? And I do a mix of mostly pre-recorded videos. Ooh, some pants. They are in pristine condition. And what sort of... They're medium installation. How are my jumpsuit pants doing? See, they're medium installation as well, but they're damp, so let's get rid of those. Let's put those on. Let's put these on. So over on Twitch, Proxy Tapper says, realistically, how long does it take for the DayZ server to apply mods? I've made a few of my own on my own Livonia server, but it takes ages to show in game. So Proxy, are you on PC or are you on an ATOG scope? That could come in handy, couldn't it? Or are you on console? I guess is the question. And is it a local server or is it like a remote Nitrado server? You're on Xbox. Okay, so I guess you're on a Nitrado server, aren't you? Bloody zombies. Be nice to find a nice jumpsuit top here. So, the real difficult thing about DayZ when you apply changes, you make mods, is that because the map is so huge and there are so many thousands and thousands of come on then. Because there's so many thousands and thousands of potential places for loot to spawn, is that when you make changes, it can be really difficult to see those changes take place, especially on console servers, because you can't just delete the loot. You know, if you want to do delete, you kind of end up having to reinstall the server, which isn't great for people who play on the server. What have we got here? We got a nice act. So the simple answer is it can take an awful long time. Right, that was pristine. Pristine. And game testing and looking for changes that you've made to your server is incredibly difficult on console. Now, what can help is that if you have got a PC that can play DayZ and you can install a local server, then that can help because it's a lot faster to test things on PC. But the path that I would always follow is create your mod, and Proxy, are we talking about XML mods here? Is it like changes in the amount of loot that spawns in a particular place? Is it? Oh, there's a bonfire over there. Let's go and check it out. Is that if you want to make effective changes to a server in terms of the loot, you should never change too much, so you don't put the loot economy out of balance. So for example, with weapons, you shouldn't go from like 10 assault rifles to 100 assault rifles. You should go 10 to say 20. By doing that makes it very difficult to find things. And always remember that what happens is, let's say for example on this server here, on my PvE server for Nitrado, for Livonia on Xbox, if I recently changed it so that items spawn in pristine, but because the server was already running, what happens is that all the items that spawned in before that weren't pristine will hang around for quite a long time, for a few days, weeks even, until they despawn and are replaced by pristine items. And every time someone interacts with an item, so walks past it or looks at it or anything like that, the lifetime of that item will go on. Also, what happens with your server is that when the final person logs off a server for the I think I'm going the wrong way. When the final person logs off the server goes to sleep. And so that time, that countdown for that item to despawn stops. So sometimes changes can take an awful long time to take place. And all I can really say is be patient and make sure that your process is as foolproof as possible in terms of when you make your changes, make sure you check them, that you haven't made any mistakes, and make sure that you use an XML validator or a JSON validator to make sure the files aren't corrupted or don't have any spelling mistakes in. So that gives you a really good chance of not making mistakes. And when you're going around looking for to play test what you've done, just see, does everything else seem to be normal as well? Are zombies spawning? Do they have stuff on them? Is there loot spawning inside buildings? Are vehicles spawning? When vehicles spawn, do they spawn with at least something on them? Has he seen me? So I don't know if that answer really helps. I don't know if I want to mess with these. We haven't done very well, have we, with zombies today? So I think we should quietly move away. Look at them all. Right, I think we want to. So leaving Colin Brody. So tell you what, let's just hop this fence. Let's just go in here. Can we close this door? Can't, can we? Okay, fair enough. Let's just move away. Let's follow this road. And let's start heading south. We'll start eating some of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I spawned down here when I last played this a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for clarifying, says Proxy Tapper over on Twitch. I'll sit and wait. Well, kind of, but you've got to be in the game. You want the server counter, the server timer to be running. Because if you log off, the server will go to sleep. Now, if you go into, and I'm going to say this off the top of my head, globals.xml, I could be wrong if it's in globals.xml, there's a thing called server shutdown, and you can turn that off. So where did we say we were coming from? I can't remember the time we were coming. What time? I can't remember. Oh, let's just keep going. Because I'm in DayZ modding mode. Right, let's run on the grass so we don't do as much wear and tear to our shoes. Well, it looks like we've been lucky with the healing the wounds with the undisinfected bandages, which is cool. Smacky. Hey, that's a good username. That is a good username. Hi guys, how's it going? Very well. We're just doing a short stream on Livonia on my PvE server, just to kind of get back into DayZ after playing so much Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 over the last couple of weeks. Paul's Pursuits over on YouTube says, I've just started playing DayZ on PS5. Your tutorials have been excellent to understand the game better. Many thanks. Well, thank you for saying that, Paul. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you indeed. Sometimes I feel like I need to rewatch them. I forget how to play the game. Because if you know my YouTube channel, I guess it's a multi-game channel, isn't it? Where I play lots of things, and I really like Call of Duty and Battlefield and PUBG and games like that. I couldn't just play DayZ all the time, unfortunately. Right, I'm just opening a can of Pepsi, and I've also got a nice little black coffee here, which I will start to sip on. And we're going to use this opportunity of hopefully going south to let our health go back up a bit and our blood. But then again, I'm a bit nervous because there's a big chimney over there. That indicates a big town. So maybe I'm going north. Which way are the clouds going? Let's have a look. Can we see? Are they being blown? The clouds moving at all? Because I'm probably going to get this wrong anyway. Let's put our centre spot there. I wish there was a PvE server, Paul says, on PS5 to learn more about survival before learning PvP. Well, Paul, it's funny that you mentioned that. I have a PvE server. And if you click on the in the description below this video, there should be a link to it. A smacky bum so-and-so's in the chat says, I'm running 2 PlayStation servers at the moment. I've edited them all with the help of your videos, so thank you for that. No worries, my friend. I don't think it's not moving, is it? So I'm probably going to say this the wrong way, but in DayZ, the clouds always go east or west, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I think there's a big town here. I think I'm going the wrong way again. I think we're going to end up running back this way in a minute. Yes, but apologies. So I should clarify that the servers that I run are paid servers. You do have to pay to play. It's you have to join my Patreon, which is $2 plus tax a month, or you have to become a member of my YouTube channel, which I think is $5 plus tax a month. Plus, you've got to be over 18. You've got to have a mobile phone registered to Discord. Always East. There we go. Well done, Smacky Bump Wanks. Always East. So which way is the... I thought it was always East. It's too overcast, though. I can't see the clouds moving. Oh well. We'll have to find a road sign, won't we? Okay, we're out of red health. It's all a bit grey today. Let's eat a little bit more of unknown food. There we go. Now, where are the zombies? I don't know, I don't recognise this town. The really cool thing about the updates to Livonia is, although I've been playing DayZ since it came out on Xbox, and I've never really bothered with it with Livonia very much, so I have absolutely no idea where I am or what I'm doing. Even though I've made thousands of videos about DayZ, I never took the time just to wander around. Ooh. There's a normal... Right, okay, so what we can do... So we drop that one, pick that one up, combine that with these nails, and we got a new nail back. Smacky Bum says, I love the Livonia weather. I like the rain. Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? Right, so that's the good one. I think the more challenges there are, I don't know about you, but I find it makes the game more immersive. You know, the more work you have to put in to keep your character alive, that are reasonable. That's why one of the things I really like doing on... I have a survival server as well. And I like to reduce the number of zombies, because I think... Oh, where did you come from? Some more rope, which we don't need. Oh, I'm down to red health again. Paul's Pursuit says, excuse my ignorance, but how does PvE servers work? Are you alone with other people? So, that is a really good question. How do they work? Well, often badly. But I like to say that with my servers, and I hope I don't sound like I'm boasting, it normally works okay, because people have to pay to get in, and you've got to be over 18. Not saying that people under 18 can't behave sensibly, but because you've got to pay, even though it's only a little bit, it makes people obey the rules, because they're invested in the server, you know. So, for example, with my servers, the basic rules are no killing other players, no base raiding, no stealing. You know, they're the kind of basic rules, and as long as you follow them, that's cool. Do we have the occasional problems between players? Yeah, but it tends to mainly revolve around loot hoarding, and people thinking that people are loot hoarding. But the problem you have with any free server, or server that doesn't have some sort of... what do you want, zombie? Doesn't have some sort of whitelist or password system. There we go. Is... is that often people aren't invested in the server, so it's very easy for people to ignore the rules. But I must admit, I don't want to sound big-headed or anything, but the people in the community I have do seem to be a really good bunch, and I'm very, very lucky with them. And I don't run any PvP servers; it's all PvP. And I guess what people do is they play my servers to kind of get to know DayZ, and when they just want to, build stuff and generally enjoy DayZ as an adventure game, And then when they want to go off and have some proper DayZ interactions, proper excitement stuff where there's always a threat you're going to get killed, they wander off. I mean, the thing I would say is often I would probably describe my servers as probably a bit boring because for example, I'm the only one on this Xbox server right now, so it's almost like single player DayZ. And so you don't have that edge, And I, in no way would I ever say this is like the true DayZ experience. This is definitely DayZ for beginners. This is DayZ easy mode. Plus the other thing about my servers is that they are boosted loot as well. So there we go. I mean, there's a tent there. So you'll find more guns, more food, all this sort of thing. Not loads more, but enough to make a difference where it's easier to get started and easier to survive. I do have a survival, so we might as well go over the whole thing there. So for Xbox and PlayStation, they each have 3 servers. So there's a Churnerous boosted loot, Livonia boosted loot, which I'm on now for Xbox, and a survival server, which is Churnerous with roughly half food, half drink, less ammo, and half zombies as well. So it's quite enjoyable actually. I really enjoyed that one. And then for PC, I have a boosted loot Churnerous and boosted loot Livonia. And see, they seem to be very sensitive, the zombies at the moment. Very, very sensitive to noise. I know I haven't got the quietest shoes on. Paul says, sounds good to me, to be honest, but I'm over 50. That's fine. We have, trust me, we have plenty of mature people on the server. I'm 50. Oh, look what we found. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Got a bit of food. We've got some duct tape. Right. So let's find somewhere safe. And then, where's my bat? There it is. And then we can fix some of our clothing. Yeah, we have plenty of old codgers, Paul. Don't worry about that. Plenty of old codgers. And I include myself in with those. Right. What we got down here? See, again, this is the beauty, because I don't play Livonia. I haven't got a clue. I could be anywhere. And Smacky says he's 50 as well. You're right there, zombie. You stay there then. Oh, right, yeah, so... got ill, which is great. Here comes another one. Oh. So we've got the old blood poisoning, which isn't great, so we're going to have to go and find some tetracycline antibiotics. I'm ex-army, says Smacky. There are lots of ex-military who play this game. Yes, yeah, definitely. I was watching the DayZ podcast Spotlight. Ooh, jumpsuit jacket. That's probably better than my rather poorly raincoat at the moment, isn't it? It's damaged. Could fix it. I don't know. Let's decide. And Boydie was interviewing a chap who was an ex-sniper from the British military, which was very interesting. Unfortunately, he had some technical problems and it kind of finished early, but looking forward to see it when the rest of that comes out. Thank you for your service as well, Smacky. Highly appreciated. I haven't been in the services myself. My dad was in the Navy many, many years ago. Yeah, and the beauty with DayZ is you can play it how you want to play it, don't you? You can play it how you want to play it on a public server. You can play it how you want to play it on private servers. You can create your own DayZ, which which is pretty cool. By modding servers, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, or DayZ, and that's really where my servers came out of. In the fact that I wanted to have an easier DayZ experience, where I could explore and enjoy the game without having to worry about getting shot in the back of the head. Is there anything worth having down there, do you think? I don't know. Yeah. Gosh, my combat skills are terrible at the moment. I'm an ex-Grenadier Guard Sniper, 14... Another one! 14 years. Well, again, thank you for your service. I hope they've treated you right when you've come out. And you found Civvy Street okay. I know it could be a challenge. I know my dad had great troubles when he came out of the Navy. Not adjusting Civvy Street, but sort of finding out that everything that he'd learnt, not everything, but in the Navy he was a chief, so he was like a sergeant, I guess you would say, and had quite important positions of responsibility, you know, on ships and things, and yet a lot of that didn't mean anything in civilian life. And I think that was a bit of a shock to him and upset him quite a lot. I think, you know, you think, well, you've been out there serving your country, risking your life, and then, you know, but being in charge of men, you know, being a sergeant sort of thing, and to civilians that meant nothing, I think. So I think that was a bit difficult. That was a bit of a transition for him, but he got it all sorted out in the end. Smacky says, they gave me a bottle of whiskey and told me to get on with it. Paul says, yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully things are getting better now for veterans when they come outside adjusting. So, you know, I mean, if you join the army at like 17, you know, I mean, civilian life is a lot different, isn't it? If you come out, you know, like in your case, 14 years later, not only are you a different person, but the world is a different place from what you knew, you know, when you were at school. What is this? I thought it was like a fire station at first, but it's not, is it? Can I get it? It's the military area, isn't it? Industrial area. Jerry is on morning. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Jerry. Hope you've been out and voted. What's that? Is that just a brick? Don't really have hopes of finding anything in here. Not that I'm really looking for anything. I should really be hitting military areas and looking for a gun, I guess. But although I do fancy I like a nice hunting rifle, you know. Nice blaze or a Savannah or even a Pioneer, something like that would be more than pleasant enough. Thank you for everybody for coming along with me this afternoon on this little re-acclimatization to DayZ after being playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for so long. Jerry says, yes, we did the mail-ins and Wisconsin results are looking fairly acceptable. Good. Ooh, a hammer. Ooh, a hammer. Would you ever hear that in any... Ooh. Okay. In any other game? Ooh, a hammer. DayZ's great, isn't it? The DayZ is great. Maybe there'll be a medical area at this little town. So, have a little bit more of unknown food while we can. Just a bit. Did we have a look in here before? I can't remember. Tarp, is it? Again, one of the things that does happen on my servers, actually, one of the problems, I don't know if it's a problem, is the fact that because there's so much stuff lying around, like bags and stuff, you don't always have to take advantage of things like tarps to make backpacks and the like. So sometimes you miss out on stuff like that. I think maybe one of my problems is because I've got this water, I've got this jerry can in my backpack, and my stamina is really low, isn't it? So that's probably not helping with combat. Look how low my stamina is. It's about as low as it can get. So I've got to be very careful if I come into contact with multiple zombies. Wisconsin. Which part of the United States is Wisconsin in, Jerry? Forgive me for my lack of ignorance when it comes to American geography. But I can kind of tell you where California and New York is. Texas, Miami, Nevada, know where they are. Oklahoma. But those, Wisconsin, I don't know. Actually, it was funny at work the other day. One of the guys was doing a quiz to try and name all of the US states. And we got most of them. Central, north of Chicago. Right, okay. Is it cold, Jerry, yet out there? Like, is it snowing? Okay, so we've got some wellies. Do we desperately need the wellies? No, our shoes are still pristine, so we'll stick with it. See, the athletic shoes should be pretty quiet, shouldn't they? When it comes to attracting zombies. Or not attracting zombies, you would think. Just have to keep our eyes on a swivel. What I normally like to run with is a blood kit and an IV kit, you know, a blood bag, so you can, when you're in this situation, you can just re-inject yourself with your own blood. Where's the door? Smacky says, do you play official at all? Okay, yeah, when I have the chance I will. But the problem, again, it's not really a problem, but my issue is that I make so much content for DayZ and other games. Oh, here we go. Pepsi Cola, nice. That I don't have that much time to just play DayZ and enjoy it as a game. That's why I really love doing this sort of thing, just jumping on. It's also probably why when you watch me you think, what is he doing? Why is he playing like a noob? It's because although I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours in DayZ, a lot of it is on modding and doing stuff like that. But I love the... I guess that probably the most time I play official is I play the test servers when we have an update. And I'll jump in and do that to test out new things, you know, to help Beam interactive and, you know, report things on the feedback tracker. And I kind of really enjoy that, and that also gives me a head start when it comes to making videos about YouTube, about DayZ as well. Okay, so we've got some more food, which is nice. Jerry says, not today, going to be in the high 60s, warm for the season, cold and snow will come soon enough. Yeah, but you have proper snow out there, don't you? I'm on the south coast of the UK, so we don't... If we get a frost, we panic. I think we're still going south, you know. I think we got lucky and we started heading in the right direction. Let's make some more rags. Yeah, because I work full time as well, so I work a full-time job, and it's kind of my dream, if you like, is to be able to do this full time, you know, content creation. So I'm going balls to the wall, to use a rather ugly term. Now, see that it does look like a fire station, doesn't it? To create lots of content and increase the channel, so that maybe one day I'll be able to go, ha-ha! and play video games. That fantasy when you're 13 of playing video games full time for a living. But then again, you know, one of the things your sayings is always, oh, some more food. Is, you know, don't turn the thing you love into a a career, or don't turn your hobby into a career because you'll end up hating it. However, the amount of stuff I put out on YouTube for video games, and I really enjoy it. I think it's because I really enjoy not just really the process of. I really enjoy the process of making videos as well. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know they're a bit let's just say quick and dirty. You know, they're one and done. It's all about just having an idea and going, right, okay, let's just hit record on my screen capture program and doing it. I can't stand editing either. So if I've got to edit something, it's like, oh, it takes me days. Excuse me. Let me sip more of my coffee. Smacky says, Bad Company 2 is my first online game. So that's what I cut my teeth. Oh, Bad Company 2. Never played it. Played a little bit of the campaign. But it was really before my time. What happened with me, with video gaming, was that I had the old SNES, N64, PlayStation 2, and there's a shop up there, isn't there? And then, family came along and stopped playing, midway through the PlayStation 2's life cycle. And I didn't pick up video gaming again, and that was kind of before online gaming came along. And I didn't pick up gaming again until my son gave me his Xbox 360 with all of his Call of Duty games. And I played through the campaigns of, starting off with Black Ops 2, all that sort of Modern Warfare, the original one, doing all that sort of stuff. And he convinced me, he said, look, you should play online. I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't play online. But he convinced me to do it, and then I slowly kind of practiced and got better, and kind of really enjoyed playing online games. And then got a PS4 myself, and then since then, PS4, Xbox Ones. There's some disinfectant, I think, over there. Finally, in the last couple of months, got a gaming PC, so I can do more. Right, let's take that. Don't really need to have a drink at the moment. And then, I guess my favourite battle. So it was kind of Call of Duty, and then Battlefield 4 came. Well, Battlefield 4 was already out, but didn't really play it. And then I remember it went really cheap in a sale, and I got it, and a couple of my mates got it. We really enjoyed Battlefield 4, and then Battlefield 1 came out, and Battlefield 1 for me is one of the greatest games of all time. And the beauty of Battlefield 1 is people are still playing it now, and you can get on and you can have it's just so many good things they did right with Battlefield 1. The music, the graphics, the gameplay. So many things. Just a brilliant game, Battlefield 1. And Battlefield 5 was okay, but a bit of a disappointment compared to Battlefield 1. Obviously, Battlefield 2042 is kind of a shotgun. Battlefield 2042 is all right, but it's again quite a disappointment. It's that Pioneer mag, isn't it? Let's take that. And then PUBG came along in 2017. I remember watching the likes of Shroud and Dr. Disrespect playing it and going, what that's going on with my camera? That's better. And then when it came to Xbox, I bought an Xbox One. Well, I borrowed my my old son's old Xbox One. Because he had I borrowed his old Xbox One to play PUBG. A Scorpion with a suppressor on it as well, and a magazine. But we haven't got any room. And was blown away. So played PUBG constantly, pressfest, for sort of 2 years with friends and solos, and I still think, PUBG for Battle Royale, getting into the final 10 of a solo Battle Royale on PUBG and winning, or getting very well, especially winning, is one of the ultimate things you can do in gaming as a casual gamer, I think, and I love it. I just wish I could spend more time playing PUBG, but just don't have the time. And DayZ came along as well. Very intrigued by DayZ because I always thought that it looked like PUBG, you know, set in a similar sort of universe. And hated DayZ incredibly, absolutely hated DayZ. I've got a video out there saying that DayZ is the worst video game of all time. I just couldn't get on. How can you have a game where you have to open a can to eat it when you're starving to death, or load bullets into a magazine? But persisted with it because, you know, you'd see the videos on YouTube till it kind of clicked and I got it, and then you know, the rest is history really. Jerry says your modding instruction about using the expansion AI on your servers has kept the excitement of needing to be on your toes for the other guy without the vindictiveness. Absolutely. So expansion AI, what an amazing mod! What an amazing mod, having those fellas running around and attacking people or fighting each other. Wouldn't it be so good to have those on console? Battlefield 4 is wicked. Yeah, fantastic game. I think Battlefield 2042 is a bit like Battlefield 4. Jerry says my first real multiplayer FPS was Battlefield 1942. Thousands of hours. Smacky goes on to say there's 50,000 Steam players still playing Battlefield 1. Yeah, it's definitely had a big boost recently from the sales, and Jack Fraggs did a video on it, didn't he? About the fact that there's that All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix. Jerry says, I just can't work the controllers. Need a keyboard. Yeah, I'm the opposite to that. Jake has joined the chat on YouTube and says, so glad I finally caught a stream. I've been watching your videos for a while now and really appreciate all the effort and what you put in for the community. Thank you for well, Jake, very, very kind words for you to say, and so thank you very much, and honestly, I appreciate it so much. Smacky says, have you tried Bohemian's Vigor? I have it installed on my Xbox and my PlayStation. And it's okay. But I think, I kind of always say, if I want to do PvP, I will go to Call of Duty or Battlefield or PUBG. You know, that's what I'll do. Let's take stock of where we are, I think, just for a moment. But yeah, it seems good. It's right. What we got? Let's eat some more of this. Put that away. Let's drink some of this. Right, so don't be sick. Was I just sick? Right, we're going to lose the jerry can. We're going to trust that we're going to find a bottle or something like that soon. Okay. Are we going to bother doing anything with the netting? No. Pioneer scope. Got lots of rags, haven't we? Let's combine some of these rags. Are they 6? So let us disinfect these rags. Chintzy Kills says, hi pal, your videos are a lifesaver. Thank you so much for getting me out of a shit creek. No worries, Chintzy. Thank you for joining the stream. Jake says, surprised to see how smooth this runs. Are you playing on the newest Xbox? This is on an Xbox Series S. So they are our disinfected rags. Okay. 5x39. Combine them. My guy isn't very well, is he? What's that? SG5K mag. Let's get rid of that. We're not going to bother with that, are we? 45 ACP. Let's get rid of them. Let's put that on there. Let's just have a quick look. Let's see if this has got bullets in it. So it's nice to have the shotgun, but we haven't got any shotgun shells. What have we got here? 9x19, we're not going to use those. 7.62 by 54. 7.62 by 54. Can we combine them? Yeah, we can. Lovely. This is 357 for 380. We're going to lose that. We'll keep the Pioneer mag. Okay, so we've lightened our load considerably. Jerry says, so we call you Scale or Speeder or your real name? So you can call me Scale, you can call me Speeder, you can call me Scale Speeder, you can call me Rob. Rob is my real name. Feel free to call me Rob. But God, this character needs... Didn't I pick up a scorpion as well? Or did we leave the scorpion? Right, let's... as well as tetra... Yeah, we definitely need some tetracycline. Without tetracycline, I'm a dead man. Yeah, see, our health is going down now. See, I don't know. That's why we kind of have a love-hate relationship with DayZ, isn't it? Because you have things like this happen. Right, am I going the... That's the way we want to go, isn't it? Colonel Ping over on Twitch. Apologies, I didn't see your chat there. So, Colonel, old PUBG player, top PUBG player. We call you Sir Scale, yeah. You have 2 tuna and pate as well, yeah. So we got food. Get rid of that unknown food. I'm going to keep nibbling on it. Oh, yeah, we are definitely on our way out, aren't we? Is that... I think we're going to die, you know. We miraculously get better. DayZ, Chinsky says DayZ, aka the patience pushing simulator. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I'm looking here. My priority should be... Well, Hunter Vest, they're quite nice, aren't they? Pristine. We'll stick with what we got. Ooh. Right, we got some ammo for the shotgun. Right, so our priority now should be to find out where we are, and then go looking for meds. But I fear it won't be. It will be too late. So let's eat some food. No vehicles. Worth using. Chinsey says, have you seen the network lights in editor? I gotta say that I think of some static light for console. I was wrong. Network lights. No. There's a few sort of testing things that you could, there's like a torch that shines lots of different lights out, like different beams of light. That's interesting. Something tells me there isn't going to be a clinic up here. Colonel says, this is exactly why I couldn't get into DayZ. I died so quickly that I didn't know how to stop doing so. So, well, I know how to stop myself dying, Colonel. Colonel's just said something over on Twitch, is I need to find some antibiotics, tetracycline. But that's the challenge. I need to figure out where I am first. And then I can have a look at the I Survive map, which is cheating really, but you know, who cares? And then maybe survive. But I've got blood poisoning, so what happened was I got bleeds from being attacked by zombies, which I healed with bandages that weren't disinfected. So in effect I've got blood poisoning. So that's my character making that funny noise. This was just a small balls of light that spread light out. Look, beauty. Maybe one day. Well, you might be able to spawn them in. Use them as a light source. Ooh, is that a clinic over there? Do I see the roof of a clinic? Okay, so what we've got to be now? Oh, freaking out. Whoa, there are way too many zombies out here. We're down to red health again. Well, at least we can eat some crisps. Should we have some crisps? Or crackers? Since girls tried it, chucked a few of them on the lighthouse gift near prison island. Sadly, they didn't work. Oh, right, okay, well. It was worth trying, wasn't it? Oh, God, we... Right, okay. I think this... we are not very far away from dying now, peeps. If we can get past these zombies without triggering them. What do you reckon the chances of finding some tetracycline? I mean, there is the argument that this is a little bit OP. The fact that you're dying, but you would, wouldn't you, if you did get blood poisoning, if you got an infection in a wound? I mean, you wouldn't die this quick, but you know, everything's sped up in DayZ, isn't it? Jake's is very low. Never is there when you need it. Oh, yeah, I know. Promise we can't move very fast now either. Right, there it is. Pretty sure that is a clinic over there. Should probably drop my bag. But, you know, you could also argue that in DayZ, your #1 priority should be getting meds. You know, get clothes, get a bag, get a weapon, and get meds, because this is gonna happen. Okay, peeps, this is it. This is the last roll of the dice now for this character. Oh God, there's bloody zombies. Let's make a run for the door. Just make sure all the other doors are shut. One round here. Where's the other one? Quick, close it. Let's drop our bat. Right, tetracycline, where are you? Come on. Come on. Come to Papa. We need some tetracycline. Sailing bag, paramedic jacket. Epinephrine, let's inject it anyway. That would give us more stamina, will it? Maybe? I don't know. NBC boots. Lots of 2 pairs of NBC boots. Just what we don't need. Come on, in the lockers. Oh no. The zombies are outside. We've got one last room. What's that? Bandages. First aid kit. There's no cycling there, is there? Another bandage. Oh no, that's it. Oh, what's this? Codeine pills. Oh man. We're gonna eat some anyway. You would do, wouldn't you? You would be. So I think this character is effed. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Let's take these bandages anyway. I mean, this has been a good clinic, isn't it? A good little mini hospital to come to. You know, there's been lots of bandages. Yeah, this otherwise would have been a perfect place, but because there's no tetracycline. Yeah, first aid kit behind the door. Yeah, but unfortunately, this character I think is going to have to lie down. Can we get on a gurney? Can we? Is there a bed we could lie down on just to rest our head? Where's the gurney? Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, lie back. There we are. Just relaxing for the last times. Lay down so you don't bump your head. Yes. And then, hey, but how about looking for? Yeah, I have got. The problem is that I'm too far gone now. So this character will pass away shortly. There we go. So they're about to die. Let's stay with him for the last few minutes of his life. Have a nice sleep. Yes. We've succumbed to blood poisoning. So let this be a lesson to everybody. The chances of dying when you're using bandages that haven't been disinfected, once you get that blood poisoning and you don't treat it with disinfect. So what happens is when you first become ill, you can treat the wound with disinfect. You should be able. So what, you reckon I still can? Okay, I tell you what, let's not. Yeah, tell you what, if you have and you save my life, I will be. Oh, Mars Trekker. Well, we've tried it, haven't we? Let's see what happens. Do I stay ill? Safe travels, says Press. Yes. Are we going to see that little arrow on the flashing red flick to up? If we do, I tell you what, Mars Trekker, I owe you one big star. But maybe again I didn't have enough disinfectant. It's possible to use the non-pristine rag. And yeah, that's what's happened, Press. I did. I used a rag that wasn't disinfected. And my character. Another soul for the cemetery on Mirror. Yes! They definitely are. So, anyway, I'll be back making, hopefully, plenty of DayZ and Armour, and maybe even a little bit of PUBG content now that the big splurge on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is over. I probably will do the odd Modern Warfare 2 video, especially when, in a couple of weeks' time, when Warzone 2 comes out. Really looking forward to that, and we have Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2, because it's just a fun game to play, you know. You're part of the lore now, yeah. But I'll be hopefully doing some more tutorials. I've got a few things in mind that I want to knock up, and I've got plenty of questions that are in my backlog that I need to work on. So Wenham18 over on YouTube says, hello, can someone tell me where to find the best dedicated server? I only really use Nitrado servers, so I can't really comment on that. And Nitrado don't do dedicated servers. Yes, hit me up, says Colonel. Yeah, well, Colonel, you know, if there's one game that if I had the time I would be playing much more of, it would definitely be PUBG, because I love it. I'm just so rusty now. That's the problem. A startup loadout mod for Livonia, Jerry says. Yeah, on PC are we talking, Jerry, though? Because I have got I have got startup init.c mods for that you can use that are in my GitHub repository. I think I've called them. What have I called them? I think I've called them local server startup things. But they start you off with some weapons and some gears, so that when you're running a local server, yeah. If you look at my GitHub, there's some stuff for that already, for custom loadouts. Well, he's taking a long time to die, so maybe. I'll happily play some DayZ on console with me if you're happy to. Fantastic. It's all about time, though, Colonel. You know me. You know I work full time. I just don't have that much time to commit to playing. This is the first time I've played DayZ in about 3 weeks. Press says, this guy plays the coolest games. I play all 3 and just the 3. Smashing. What do you mean, Press? I guess you're talking PUBG, DayZ, Call of Duty, I guess. Okay. Is the init.c compatible across all the maps? No, they are slightly different. But I'm pretty sure that in my GitHub repositories, I give you just a snippet that you can use at the bottom. So you just replace the bottom bit. Okay, people. Well, I won't waste your time any longer looking at a rather dark screen, waiting for someone to die. And I will bid you all adieu and say thank you very much for coming along with me on this little adventure. So sad that it had to end in death, but hey, this is DayZ. Life is a tragedy. But we've had a little bit of fun and lots of nice conversation on the way here. So thank you very much, everybody. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit like, etc. You know all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.